Hello everyone. Wanted to make this quick video for you today, and this is going to be meant to provide home buyers out there with some tips on how to prepare a strong offer in a competitive seller's market. So what is a seller's market? Well, a seller's market can most easily be defined by the simple laws of supply and demand. Okay? There's more ready buyers out there looking for houses than there is houses actively for sale. So low supply and high demand. All right? So you've been out there looking for houses, you finally found the one that you like. How are you going to make sure that your offer stands out against the competition? Well, the first thing we're going to do, as your agent, I'm going to make sure that I get in contact with the listing agent to find out a couple things. We're going to look for, is there any offers right now on the property? What's the seller's motivation? How much are they willing to talk about, let's say? Is there a lot of action on the property? Has there been a lot of showings? The days on market, we're going to take a look at that. And is it priced well as well? So really we're going to do a full market study on the house before we write up the offer. And the point of that is to determine what a good offer price would be. So it all starts with the price, really. The second thing we're going to have you do is prepare a personal letter to the seller. So in this letter you're going to include things like you're going to talk about the fact that it's a beautiful house. You're going to talk about your family a little bit. You're going to talk about your pets, they can run around in the backyard, whatever it might be, but just a personal letter from you to the seller indicating your level of interest and that you feel like it'd be a great house for your family. So try to pull at those heartstrings a little bit. Next thing we're going to do when we prepare the offer is make sure that it's a complete offer packet for the first time we send it over to the listing agent. So what's that going to include? It's going to make sure that we have all the necessary components in there to make it as an easy of a decision as possible for the seller when they go to look at your offer. So we're going to make sure that it has a copy of your earnest money check that you're planning on putting down. It's going to have, if you're obtaining financing, it's going to have a copy of your pre-qualification letter from your lender. And all the necessary documentation so that if the seller actually ends up liking your offer and wants to agree to it, we want to make that process as easy as possible for them to sign it and get it right back to us. Another thing we're going to look at is, do you have a house to sell in order to buy this house? And if you do, it's going to be really important that we make sure that that house is either already on the market, like actively listed for sale, or it's under contract. In a competitive seller's market, one of the last things you want is a house that isn't even ready to be put on the market. You go to make an offer. Sellers in a competitive market do not usually want to entertain offers that have a home sale contingency, especially if the house isn't even listed yet. So making sure that your agent is prepared for that is really, really important. And one of the last things we're going to look at is if we find out that there is other offers on the property and it's a really competitive situation, so to speak, we're going to make sure we put in an escalation clause. So, and what that is we're going to go in at a certain price, and we're going to write into the contract the ability to escalate that price in certain increments up to a certain dollar amount. So if someone comes in just a little bit higher than you are, that clause basically says that you're willing to go up a little bit more in order to purchase that house. So these are just some quick things to think about when writing an offer in a competitive market. We've been seeing it for the past couple years now, so we're kind of transitioning out of it now. However, it has been a big topic of conversation lately. So if you have any other questions about this, feel free to reach out to me anytime. Send me a message or give me a call, and I'd love to hear from you and help you out any way I can. All right, take care. Have a great day.